evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Prem Predictions show live on the Dugout Football channel. The Premier League came back with an absolute bang last week, and I must say it is going to be very, very intriguing to see what is going to happen this weekend as well. I've been joined tonight by somebody who has just changed his channel name to Anfield Road TV. It is the lovely Jack Mackendo. How are you, Jack?
Not too bad, mate. Thank you very much. Most importantly, for having me on. And yeah, hopefully it's a better result for Liverpool. We're playing on Monday anyway, but hopefully we start off on better footing than we did against Fulham, mate. But thank you very much for having me on, mate. And hopefully everyone tuning in or listening is having a good week.
Yeah, absolutely. Good evening to Reese Gaming Arena, Henry Ray Baker, Ryan, John Conway, Daddy Cool 52, and Nick Knack and Fraser all tuning in. Thank you very much, guys. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Do what you can to support the channel. Now, obviously, we had Luke Linz on last week. He only managed to get three. He only got three outcomes. And if he had just predicted one more goal for Brighton, he would have got a perfect score. But my man to my right actually said Brighton would beat Manchester United. So very, very well done, Jack, for that. So as far as I'm concerned, I got 7 points. I got one perfect score. Nottingham Forest to beat Newcastle to beat Nottingham Forest by 2-0. And then after that, pretty average, to be honest. Pretty average. So that means that my 7 points beats Luke Linz, which makes it 1-0 to the host versus the guest. And Jack is here to try and beat me. But did somebody beat me in the comments? The answer is yes, funnily enough. And the highest score out of 9 points was Hassan Ali. So congratulations, Hassan. You won won the game week. So very, very well done, Hassan. And obviously good luck to everybody else tonight as well. Hello, Darren. Thank you very much for tuning in. Good to see you. Yes, good to see you, my friend. Hassan Ali was the top scorer with 9 points. Good evening, Shane. And good evening to Mick Moran. What is Mr. John Parrott like? I've always been a fan of his for snooker. Yes, I know he's a big blue. But I imagine he's a bit of a laugh. So good for you, mate. Good for you. And Liz Golden, like and share the stream, folks, as she says. And hi, Liz, as well. So let's kick things off with the first match. And it is a 12:30 game, and it is two sides. We're on the back of defeats last week. Aston Villa against Everton. Aston Villa 2-0 defeat against Bournemouth. And I have to say, I wasn't impressed. Big changes as well. Obviously, Tyrone Mings was on the bench as well. Everton, the Villa just signed Connor Cody. They've just signed someone called Onana as well. So they are definitely spending the Richarlison money. Villa with Gerrard, Jack. Are you a bit worried for Gerrard this season?
Yes, I've listened to, I don't know, I'll listen to any Villa podcasts, but I've been listening to a couple of Aston Villa YouTube channels as well, especially over the last week, and off the back of the Bournemouth result. It's expectations. It's the second largest city in England anyway. So the expectation and the stature of the Aston Villa Football Club, won a European Cup as well. So it was always going to be difficult for Stevie Wonder as well for coming into that environment. But I'm hoping he does get a fair crack of the whip anyway in terms of the money. Yes, he spent, but I think he does need another season after this year to really fully embed his tactics into. Obviously, we've seen with Rangers. How long did he have to? Was it 2-3 years? So
2-3 years at Rangers, yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't until his third year that he won. Well, he stopped Celtic doing, was it 10 in a row or something? So yeah, it's going to be difficult, but I foresee him, if it does go the way that I'm thinking it will, and a lot of chat probably, I'm wanting him to succeed at Villa, but it's a cutthroat mentality in terms of managing any football club in the Premier
Yeah.
League and results. So it's going to be a poor game, mate, I think, this weekend. Both teams, I think, and there's this whole debacle in terms of Tyrone Mings. You've got Villa legends coming out now in support of, like, let Gerrard do his job. I don't think Gerrard is a character to really... Gerrard's probably achieved more than these Aston Villa legends, so
yeah, I mean,
he knows what he wants to do.
What do you make of Tyrone Mings being dropped? I think Gerrard has definitely said, I think there's been something definitely said, and I think what's happened is that, I think John McGinn is a better captain than Tyrone Mings. I've said this for a number of weeks now, that I think he is a better captain than Tyrone Mings, but I don't think he's done anything wrong to be dropped. I mean, I obviously you'll obviously know that I watched Aston Villa last Saturday on the 1892 Reds podcast. I wasn't impressed. There was a number of times where I thought Diego Carlos just defensively was shocking.
Yeah, it's always going to be an issue, though, mate, isn't it? He's coming from La Liga, obviously Sevilla. He comes with quite a temperament from Spanish football. He's renowned for getting a couple of reds and a couple of yellow cards. So, the one thing that you need to be in the Premier League is patience, but like in terms of your defending, because the Premier League is so difficult in terms of there's a variety of attacking teams in terms of on the ball, on the ground, and the floor as well. So, but for me, mate, it's if I was Steven Gerrard knows exactly. Gerrard's taken all these. For a captain, there's different types of captains in it. Steven Gerrard was probably we grew up watching. He led by example and the performances on a football pitch. You only have to go to the game or listen on telly. Carragher was the more of the shouter within the team, the fella that organised. And Gerrard's obviously he wasn't scared. And similar with Henderson, very similar characteristics in terms of the way they both marshal Hendo, as we've seen against Fulham. He was given a couple of rollickins, but for me, Gerrard, he's the man in charge, and at the end of the day, he watches Tyrone Mings day in, day out. And for me, judging from what I've seen from the press and what's been trickling through, is Tyrone Mings thinks that he's actually better than he actually is. And for me, if he was any good, he wouldn't be at Aston Villa. I know that's no disrespect to Aston Villa, but yes, he gets selected by Southgate. But when you look at the centre halves for England, there's not a plethora really of great centre halves apart from John Stones and a fully fit Joe Gomez and
as well. Obviously, Everton as well. I mean, it's disappointing for Ben Godfrey. Let me just say, I think Ben Godfrey is their best centre back. They've got Connor Cody now, which I think is a fantastic signing. I think it's a fantastic signing for the Evan. Fair play to him. He obviously wanted to be closer to his family, and obviously, signing for the blue shite is interesting. But I still think Everton need a striker. I still think they need a striker because playing Anthony Gordon up front is not going to get you goals. I'm sorry. No matter how many times you want to say it. And yes, Anthony Gordon does score goals. Let me just say that. But you need a physical presence up front. And without Calvert-Lewin, I struggle to see where the goals are coming from.
Yeah, I've got a couple of mates, Everton fans, and mate Ryan, him, mate, as well. And I think it was Damari Gray. He said Damari Gray was playing up front or leading a line, and he was shocked. He said he tried his best, but he's not a forward, mate, as he said. And in the Premier League, you need probably 3-4 different strikers or even attackers with different variety. Liverpool have got that something similar, and obviously certain teams in Europe don't even play with a striker, but you need to be a very good footballing side and get the progress really the ball up the pitch. But for me, I don't get why there's even Iwobi at the base match week anyway for the Heavy. By all accounts, it seemed that he was playing in a more deeper position in midfield, and it's. I don't get why they're signing a central midfielder. I get they would need to improve, but the priority should have been a striker. Even obviously we'll speak about Southampton anyway. In terms of the other fella that's at Chelsea, it's completely gone on my head. It was he's from Chelsea. Roger, yeah. There was talk of him potentially going, but time will tell. But I tell you what, if Everton don't get at least a proper striker, obviously Calvert-Lewin's been out for a couple of months, and judging from the mate's reaction over the last couple of years, the other fella up front's not any good.
Balam, it was Hassan Ali with 9 points. It was a very, 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 very tight week, it has to be said. Anyway, Everton need a striker, yes. Reece Gaiman Arena with the first prediction. He's going for 2-0 to Aston Villa. Ricky is saying big up Douglas and Jack Ladd. Actually, let me just see if there's any other predictions up here. I did see one. Daddy Cool, 52. I love that name. Aston Villa 1-0. Yeah, I have to say I struggled to see goals coming in this game. Maybe one will separate them. What are you going to go for?
I'm going to go 1-0. It's going to be a match of
1-0
poor quality. Yeah, I'm going to go 1-0. It's going to be so poor of a game. Watch it be a 3-3 now, but that's very highly unlikely. Yeah, we've got no strikers, and Aston Villa have got Ollie Watkins up front, so not much hope for them.
I'm gonna have to get this. I'm gonna have to get the sun out of my eyes. It's actually in my eyes. So I'll do that in a minute. I don't think there's gonna be much goals. I don't say there'll be much goals in this game. But if I had to say a winner, I'd probably have to say Villa. I'm gonna go 1-0 Villa. 1-0 Villa. I was to and fro in between 0-0 because I know what obviously no goals are. But for me, I just have a feeling that Villa just have a little bit more up front. Obviously Coutinho, Bailey, Danny Ings wasn't great. I was surprised Watkins actually was on the bench. To be honest, I think he's been very, very good in the goals for Villa. And
he's the only way
of course
striker they have got as well. Him and Ings, but I really don't rate Watkins. Yeah, I don't rate him at all.
Yeah, definitely. But I think it's going to be a 1-0 win to Aston Villa. Nick Knack going for 1-1, so the same as you. And 3-1 to Aston Villa. Right, let me just try and get this curtain out of my eyes, and I'll be back in a wee minute.
Bright light, yeah. Have you seen the film Gremlins in it? Or how's everyone's day been, chat anyway? Oh, we had a good one.
That's
anyway.
better. That's better. That is better now. Oh, this is an interesting one. Usually good games between these two. Arsenal against Leicester City. Good win for Arsenal, I have to say. Thought Arsenal played really, really well against Palace. Palace did come into it in the second half, to be fair. Leicester, how they drew 2-2 with Brentford, I will never know. Because you look at that Leicester City side, and yes, I know they were it was almost full strength. But the thing is, for me, you go 2-0 up, you bring your best player off in Dewsbury Hall, and then you draw 2-2 because Amartey can't defend. And basically, they allow, I can't remember, was it Josh Da Silva that scored? Honestly, I think Brendan Rodgers, I've got a feeling he is coming to his end at Leicester. I don't know about you, Jack, but there's just been no signings being made. I've just got a feeling this could be the end for him.
Yeah, I was saying to Anton, one of me, he was in the comments section, and he was like, please don't give Rodgers 80-odd million to spend, because they'll just waste it on absolute trash, like he did at Liverpool as well. The man's got an ego the size of the world anyway, Rodgers. The fact that he missed out on Champions League football back-to-back seasons and he didn't learn from either of them. And yes, you can talk about their injuries, but even still, everyone gets injuries in the Premier League. And yes, probably less, probably had the most, but even still, you've got to manage it. And it's even like playing certain players. I think he played Jamie Vardy last season, knowing he literally just come back from an injury and then he gets injured straight away. So no sympathy for the fella, but I think this has got an absolute battering on the cards. for the Foxes, really. I think Arsenal, Gabriel Jesus, I tell you what, for me, as we said when we done our pre-prediction shows, he's one of the signings of the summer. And I think if Arsenal do get top four, I think it'll be mainly off the back of signing that fella, because he guarantees you goals and he's just got that ability in front of goal, whether he plays on the right ball, going through the middle as well. They're so strong.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think as well that Aaron Ramsdale. Now, I know for a fact.
You know how I feel about him.
I know how you feel about Aaron Ramsdale, but I must. There was a moment in the first half. I don't know if you saw it, where it didn't have anything to do. Didn't have anything to do for like the first 25, 30 minutes. Decides to play with the ball between his feet, and it goes off Jordan Ayew, and it could have bounced. It could have bounced in the net, but it actually bounced away from goal. Aaron Ramsdale has those moments for me, and I think if Arsenal are going to be successful this season, I think they need to not upgrade on Ramsdale, but he needs to cut out those silly wee things where he basically goes walkies with the football and then decides to dilly-dally with it. I've got to be honest, I think this is going to be a tight game. I have a feeling this will be a tight game. I'm going to go for Arsenal. Usually between the sides, it's very, very close between them. I'm going to go for a narrow 2-1 win for Arsenal. I think it'll be a 2-1 win for Arsenal.
I'm going to go 3-0. 3-0 Arsenal.
3-0?
I think.
Ooh.
Yeah. Especially for fans, not a match day squad. Tell you what, obviously, I think turned down the second bid or something from Chelsea. Leicester, so yeah, I'm going to go 3-0. Jesus to get at least 1 or 2. I think the crowd as well play a massive factor as playing in there. But as you said, I think they need to get rid of Ramsdale, as you said. I think once you get into the Champions League in the next 1 or 2 years, then you can upgrade in certain areas, can't you? More money.
Aye.
And the way Arteta likes to play from the back, ideally, he's not goalkeeper for them, really. But
no, definitely not. Evening, Statman. Hope you're good, my friend. John's going for a 1-1 draw. John's going for 3-1 Arsenal. Daddy Cole 52 is going for 2-0 Arsenal. Race Gaming Arena is going for Arsenal 3, Leicester 1. So's Henry, 3-1 win for Arsenal all day long. Ricky's gone 3-0 Arsenal, so the same as you. Even the Jamie, Jack, you had more name changes than Prince.
I'll probably change it next week as well, Jay. Yeah, so stay tuned.
Will Maddison leave? No. To Newcastle? No. I think he's waiting for a new contract. I think that's what's happening there. I think he's waiting for a new contract. He ain't going to leave Leicester.
He's got a shocking attitude as well. He's an absolute disgrace of a player in terms of the way he represents the football club as well. Don't you?
Yeah,
another
Tielemans. Well, that's a $1 million question, isn't it? It's $1 million question for sure. Shane's going for 3-0 Arsenal. Nick Knack's going for 2-1 Arsenal, so same as me. Ricky, I'm just after a big Ulster fry for dinner. Amazing. Wow. Very, very good. Very, very good. Excuse me. Had to say, mate, what's the odds? Oh, wow. Two Irishmen there. Well, there's only one team that I think should have had the performance of the week, and that was definitely Brighton. Both of these sides, actually. I thought Newcastle were very, very good against Nottingham Forest, but Brighton. Moises Caicedo, Jack. I know that they've just lost, obviously, Basuma. They've lost Cucurella. But how impressed were you with Moises Caicedo at the weekend?
Typical Brighton. Chas as well. Mm-hmm. They lose one player and they've got one player through the door or one player in the starting 11. It's absolutely phenomenal, the work I've done. I was speaking to Jamie on the show yesterday. I know Jamie's a massive fan, and I'm pretty sure a lot of he's in chat as well. Graham Potter, the work he does at Brighton is absolutely tremendous. And as me and Jay were saying last night, it's only a matter of time, potentially, no disrespect to Brighton, but of a bigger club. And I'm hoping he doesn't go to Leicester because they're an absolute shambles. It's a very aging side. But if he did go to Leicester or even an Arsenal in the next couple of years, if Arteta doesn't get the business sorted, but this is going to be an exciting game, mate. I think Arsenal, off the back of last season in January, I think apart from Liverpool and City, they had probably one of the best form guides from.
I think they were the third highest points total for away games last season, Brighton. So, I honestly, they need to improve the home form. I think that's one thing as well. But Pascal Gross loves scoring against Manchester United. Newcastle 2-0 win over Nottingham Forest. Fabian Schär and Callum Wilson. Now, if Newcastle could keep Callum Wilson fit, how many goals do you think he could get?
Off the back of Ivan Toney, what did Toney get? He got something like 12 to 15 goals, didn't he? And he was a massive factor to why Brentford. So I think I rate Callum Wilson a bit higher than Toney. I think it's just a shame some of Danny Ings, when we had Danny Ings, you know what you're going to get. And it was, I was watching that, obviously the Newcastle game, Maces, and the two such great goals. He's got that ability in front of goal, but if he can keep fit, mate, I think he easy 15 Premier League goals. I know Jota got 15, 14 goals last year, but I think, especially at home, and especially against the lower teams, I think Callum Wilson can easily get at least a double in the majority of them.
Yeah.
And I think if you can get service to him, anything's possible. But I think 12 to 15 goals possibly for Callum Wilson if he stays fit.
Yeah, definitely. This is a very tricky one to call because Brighton have just beat Man United and Newcastle have kind of dominated Nottingham Forest. So I think this is going to draw
game of the weekend. Yeah,
I think so. I think this has got a high scoring draw written all over it to me. Or does it? That's a hard one. What are you going for?
I'm going to go because I went with Brighton last week and they didn't disappoint against Man United because I went 2-1 Brighton. I'm going to go Brighton again, mate. I think. So I'm going to go. Then I go 3-1 Brighton. Yeah.
3-1 Brighton. Ooh. Interesting. Nice for them to get off the mark. I'll be honest. I think it's going to end in a draw. I'm going to go 1-1. I'm going to go 1-1. I think. Jamie says 2-1 Leicester. 2-1 Leicester. Ooh. Jamie. 1-1. I think that's for Brighton Newcastle. John. Brighton 2-1 says Daddy Cool 52. John Conway, I was actually thinking of 2-2, believe it or not, but I went for 1-1. As I think both defences are very, very good.
Just cancel out each other out, do you reckon? No, I think
so. I think they could easily do it.
Defensively.
Hi. John going for 2-2, as is Reece Game in Arena. John's going for 2-1 Brighton. Ricky's going for 2-1 Newcastle. Hard one to call this. I've no idea, says Nick Knack. Brian are on the up after Man United win. Also Newcastle win 2, so I'm going for a draw. Brian 1, Newcastle 1, so the same as me. Brian 1, Newcastle 1, says Nick Knack. Yeah, it's a tricky one to call. It is a very, very tricky one to call. But I don't think this game is going to be tricky to call. Man City, Bournemouth. Now, I will say this now. Man City with Haaland and De Bruyne in their team. Bloody hell.
Ridiculous.
That is going to be some. But like, and look, I know that obviously Haaland scored 2 goals, and yeah, he scores penalties as well. So that's going to be something very interesting as well. Bournemouth, I was impressed with Bournemouth last week. I was very, very impressed with Bournemouth. The way that they played as well. Kiefer Moore, if they can get the ball into Kiefer Moore's head, he's lethal. He's lethal in the box. He's a very, very good striker.
Can't wait for him to play Liverpool, mate, at the back post. It's going to be fun.
Oh, I know. And I actually thought... I actually thought, believe it or not, I thought Solanke had a good game for Bournemouth the other day as well. But they have signed Neto, so he'll probably come and go for this game. And they've also signed, I think it's Sinise. No, I can't even remember where he came from. But Bournemouth are starting to make moves in the transfer window. But this game, I think you should just write it off because I don't see them getting anything in this game. But I'm going to be kind to them. I don't think they'll get hammered. I think City will win 3-0.
Sorry, Radford. This is going to be about 6 or 7. I'm tempted to go 7-0. Because every single time. But it wouldn't surprise me if Bournemouth turn up to Etihad. I know Crystal Palace. That's the Premier League for you.
Yeah.
But it's City. It's City, mate. I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm going to go. I was going to go 7-0. Yeah, 7-0.
7-0.
Because I just think the talent coming off City's bench is going to be a disgrace, like we see against West Ham, and it's going to be welcome to the Premier League. I think a baptism of fire for Manchester City.
Yeah, definitely. I think as well. You've got to say that. Funnily enough, the game between the last time they were in the Premier League, but Man City only won 2-1. So you can see. I am not sure that City will go crazy the second game of the week, but you never know. You never know, guys. Get your predictions down in the chat, and we'll read them out.
Can I change that? I go 6-0. Yeah,
6-0.
Yeah,
okay.
6-0. Yeah, I go 6-0.
6-0.
What
should be 7 now? Wow, John's going for a 2-2 draw.
John,
wow.
I know you're quite optimistic, but come on, fella. Right.
Yeah, I don't think so. John's going for 3-0 Man City, same as me. Ricky's going for 6-0.
Go ahead, Ricky. We know what's going to happen.
City win 3-0, says Henry. Hi guys, your favourite Darlington FC band back. Hope you're well. Come on, Darlow DTID. Hello, Ian. Hope you're good, and I hope you are recovering well as well. Man City 4-0, says Daddy Cole 52. Man City 6, Bournemouth 0. Douglas, I was very disappointed to hear you'll be cutting back on live streams, but understand family comes first. Yes. I will be addressing that at some point. Just obviously let people know what's happening with that. But yeah, has to be made. Has to be decisions from me and decision me. Medium rare, thanks, and medium rare. Just nice steak. 6-0 will still look like a bore fest. Yeah, I think it could be. But yeah, we shall see for that one. The next game. I think this is a tough one to call, this one. Southampton Leeds. Oh, Southampton. Well. I think now you see why most people have Southampton to go down. They've got a lack of goal threat up front. Like, Aribo's not a striker. Che Adams, poor. Very poor. Ward-Prowse is getting their goals. But they were very poor at Tottenham. To be fair, the first sort of 25 minutes they were all right. Leeds, you have to give them credit. It was a good win against Wolves. Good comeback win against Wolves. Aronson.
No one had Leeds to win, did they? I had Leeds getting beat as well. Yeah, I didn't expect them.
I think probably everybody had Leeds to get beat, but Brendan Aronson, I think he's going to be one to watch for sure.
100%. Is that the new, obviously, attacking midfield he scored at the weekend, didn't he, for them? So comes with a big.
It was an Aït-Nouri own goal, but I'm still not convinced.
Yeah, he'll be taking it. He'll be wanting the goal anyway, mate. But yeah, as you said, Southampton are a weird team as well, aren't they? It wouldn't surprise me if Southampton turn up this weekend and win that game quite comfortably, but. We all watched Leeds last season, so I'm going to go going to write off the Leeds again, and they're going to win, aren't they? So, actually, no, I can't. Yeah, I'm going to go Leeds 2-1. 2-1, Leeds.
That's exactly what I've gone for as well. I just have a feeling that Leeds will win. And I'm not convinced by Southampton. I honestly think this could be the season that they go down. I really do.
Actually, I'll go 1-up then, because you got the same score. So I go. Actually, no. I go Leeds 3-0. I'll keep a clean sheet. Yeah, go on.
3-0.
I go 3-0 Leeds. Yeah.
Ooh, interesting. I mean, they have obviously got Bazanu, the goalkeeper from Man City, but he is relatively young, and he played well last week. But it's whether or not he can be consistent, and I'm not too sure, because Southampton like to change their goalkeepers constantly. We've seen it quite a wee bit. Gary Russell going for 5-0 City. Ricky going 0-0 in this one. Yeah, interesting. Southampton 1-0. Southampton 1 Leeds 2, so the same as me, John. Bonkers LFC's in. Hi, all. Sorry, late. 1-1 Leeds Southampton. Not sure, but I'll give Southampton 1-0, says Daddy Cool 52. Gary Rush is going for 0-0. Nick Nack going for Southampton 0, Leeds 1. Yeah, a difference of opinion in this one. Southampton 1, Leeds 2. 1-1 says Reese Gaming Arena. Nunes was the fastest player last weekend. Leeds 3-0, says Andrew Quinn. Hard to see 3 worse teams in the league than Southampton. Yeah, I have to say, I there's just been something all summer with Southampton's transfer business that just hasn't made sense with me, and I don't know if it's because of the younger players coming in, but for me, I've had them 18th since the start of last season, because their form, that's 1 win in 13 league games now for Southampton. So it's really, really worrying form, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Villa have got a similar record. I think Villa are 2 wins in the last 15. I don't know if that's Premier League games included, but yeah, both of them in Villa are an absolute shambles at the minute. They can't string 2 passes together. I do, and Alan. But yeah, and I had Leeds. I had Leeds rock bottom this season.
Rock bottom.
Due to the fact that they were an absolute shambles last year. And I know they made a couple of improvements, but the fact that they shipped so many, but I know it's a different coach, and obviously it's a bit more defensive football, a bit more pragmatic as well. But yeah, it's a weird team, Southampton. I really do rate Hasenhuttl. I think he's just been dealt a really difficult job. I think if he had like the story, like a team like Brighton, I think he'd do a better job. But at the minute, he's not really got the best recruitments at Southampton, or as he said, the signings seem to be a bit sporadic in terms of you don't understand quite why they're making those signs. But yeah, it'll be interesting times.
Yeah, it will be. It will be an interesting one. Alan Coyne. Hello, Alan. Hope you're well, my friend. He's gone 1-1. A boring 1-1, he says, as well. Yeah, I don't expect many goals in this one. Wolves against Fulham. I mean, Wolves last week lost 2-1 to Leeds. Sa for the first Leeds goal was very poor. You can't let it go under your body. You cannot be beaten at your near post. Goalkeepers union and all, because I used to be a goalkeeper, so I have to obviously say these. And yeah, the second goal, I don't know what. There was a Dendonker. I don't know what he's doing, allowing the left. Oh, what's his name? Bamford, I think it was. Bamford got the assist. Yeah, and then obviously there was RG Bargy at the full-time whistle. Then Bruno Lage wasn't he too happy. Fulham.
Yeah, he put the finger up to where thingy, didn't he? I seen that a couple of days ago. Like, but yeah, it's welcome to the Premier League. I just love things like that. I know, like, I'd be fuming if someone flipped and Klopp. I'd be like squaring up to the telly or something. Like,
how dare you?
Welcome to the Premier League.
Fulham have to give them credit. I thought they were excellent against us. And Mitrovic probably proven a lot of critics wrong, I think. A lot of critics wrong. Funnily enough, I don't know if you saw this or not on Match of the Day, but they were saying that under Parker, he hardly played, Mitrovic. So maybe it's payback time from Mitrovic. If he scores goals, Fulham stay up. Simple as that. Simple as that. But it's whether or not they can actually win games. I'll be honest, I don't expect this to be a classic. I'm going to go for a Wolves result. I'm going to go 1-0 Wolves, because I've just got a feeling that all the sort of the effort and the work effort from last week will go away, and I'm actually going to go for 1-0 to Wolves here. So what are you going to go for?
I'm going to go 2-0 Fulham. I think, as you said, yet the performance might drop off. It's always, obviously, teams always raise their game when they play Liverpool or like the City and Arsenal and that. But for me, I think if they approach that game with the same mentality, I think they'll blitz them. Wolves are a very weird team. I think Adama Traore is still playing for Fulham. Well, he's come back now, hasn't he? So, and they've got obviously solely Raul Jimenez up front as well. So, yeah, I'm going to go Fulham 2-0. It's massive, as you said, mates in chat. Mitrovic, if he does get 10, 15 goals, they'll be easy, comfortable, similar with Brentford last season. They're Ivan Toney getting the goals. And, yeah, I think it's going to be an exciting season, but I'm going to go 2-0. Fulham.
2-0 Fulham. Interesting. 3-2 Wolves says Ricky. Fulham 3-1 says Andrew Quinn. 1-1 says Daddy Cool 52. Goal fest for Fulham 4-0. 4-0. Wow.
If you play like they did against us, Helen, then it will be.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, they'll play many teams off the park.
2. Don't know what that is. Wolves 2, Fulham 1, says John. 2-1 Wolves, says John Moore. 1-0 Fulham, says Bonkers LFC. Anson, Brendan out. He says Wolves 0, Fulham 3. Wow. Wolves 0, Fulham 1. Wow. 2-0 Fulham. Crikey. I'm amazed at all these Fulham wins, but you never know. You never know indeed. And the Saturday evening game is Brentford against Manchester United. Brentford. Fair play to them. 2-2 draw with Leicester. 2-0 up. You have to say that they did very, very well to get back. Obviously, Ivan Toney and obviously Josh Da Silva got the 2 goals as well. Man United, where do we start with them? Actually, Jack, can you explain to me how that isn't a red card?
Prem refs, innit? It's the inconsistency, and I can't even sum that up really. But like, it's not just that; it's just a Man United player, but just standard. And I'm happy that wasn't given, because me predictor would have been in the mud. So happy days. United were just shocking. And who in the right mind decides to play Christian Eriksen as a false 9? He's never been a false DM.
9.
They moved him DM. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah. And now I think we're all seeing the real Bruno Fernandes. Dear him, he blazed over from about 12 yards. Like, he has to score that. He has to score.
That's it. Sets the tempo, don't it, mate? Like, if they get that goal, then you'd expect the floodgates to open, especially at Pac-Man Old Trafford. But we've seen it with Liverpool, certain moments when we've missed opportunities, and then the team goes up the other end and scores. So you need to score in the right moments.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one, because obviously Brentford, I think Damsgaard is all but signed now. I mean, if he signs ahead of that game, wow, what a player Damsgaard is, by the way. One of the players of the Euros. And he's got that Danish connection again with obviously Thomas Frank. So I like Thomas Frank. I think he's a very, very good manager. But I think Erik ten Hag's now wondering the job he's actually took on. And actually as well, what do you make of Adrian Rabiot and his psychopath mum potentially signing for Manchester United?
I was going to say, Mbappe's mum and Rabiot's mum, was it last year, like a France game? They were like hammerheads, really, but they were going at each other. But yeah, it just sums up Manchester United as a sign of that sign of getting Rabiot. His attitude stinks, apparently. I know Allegri and obviously Deschamps, for some reason, he must do something in training or something, but for me, I don't get it. They've got rid of one character in Paul Pogba, then they've replaced him with another one. I don't get it. I know Rabiot's quite good technically with the ball, but in a Ten Hag system, no, I don't understand it. That's a board signing if we've seen it.
Yeah. Again. Oh Jesus! I've just seen something as well. According to Rob Dawson, ESPN, Manchester United have been offered the chance to sign Alvaro Morata.
That fella, Morata, is a money laundering scheme. He is not good at football at all. No, he's probably, when you look at it though, mate, and chat, you look at the transfer fees that he's been bought for the last, 5-6 years. The man's got probably one goal in the last 5 seasons, it seems like. But there's something dodgy going on with him, mate. Money's getting passed around somewhere. But yeah, some stuff. I'd love him to go to United because he wouldn't even get about 2 goals in the Prem.
Yeah, definitely. Man United don't lose 2 games in a row very often. Can you see Brentford beating them?
Yeah. Ivan Toney. Yeah. Scouse. I know he's not Scouse, but he's a Liverpool fan. Supposedly. And there was rumours of him saying that he was a Man United fan. No. Did you not see him when he was in the Championship? Him and Harvey Elliott are best mates, which is mad. But yeah, I think it's a Brentford win, mate. A comfortable one. I'm going to go 3-1. I went with Brighton last week, 2-1.
3-1?
Actually, no, I'm going to go Brentford 2-1. Yeah, 2-1 Brentford.
2-1.
Yeah, I'm going to go with another 2-1.
2-1. I don't know whether to say draw or Man United win. I'm going to stick a draw. I think it'll be a draw. I'm going to go 2-2, actually. I'm going to go another 2-2. Believe it or not.
Scoring for United? Morata?
I honestly don't know. But yeah, 2-2. I'm going to go for 2-2, but we'll see. I don't know, Fulham. I think I've read that one. I'm going for Midtjylland double. They should have been us last week. We were very lucky. Yes, we certainly were. We were lazy, made them look good. 2-1 Brentford, says Ant. 2-1 Brentford, says John. Nick going for 4-2 Brentford. Ooh. Wow. That, Jamie Phillips going for 3-1 Brentford. 2 up and Brendan fucked it up. Yeah, he certainly did. 3-0 Brentford, says Alan C. Boring 1-1, says Daddy Cole 52. Brentford slim win 1-0. Declan's in. Hello, Declan. I'm a United fan and would have rather McTominay got sent off. There you go.
It's better to have Brentford off the pitch than on the pitch.
Brentford 2, Manchester United 1. Shocking, yes, it was. Could have broke his leg, effing joke. Yeah, Caicedo was very, very lucky. He was very, very lucky. 1-1 United Brentford.
Sorry there, mate. In terms of Declan, if he's still in, mate, the scene, I don't know if you've all seen, if you haven't gone on Twitter. Maguire at Manchester United lined up on the away side when they were coming out. That's Manchester United's captain. Do you see when they come out at Old Trafford in the corner? Maguire had him. It's not like he's captained this side many of the times. And my man, Harry Maguire, the Lord Fridge himself, had them on the wrong side of where the players are meant to stand. You've got De Gea going, what are we doing here? It's over there. And he goes, and he gets them all, both teams to swap. It's comical, really.
It's comical. I think Bonk has changed his mind because he went 1-1 and then he's went 2-0. If you zoom in close, you can see why by what badge he's wearing. Yeah, that is true. She'll fit in well, so will her son. Brentford 2, Manchester United 2. Yeah, same as me, Shane. That's interesting. A money laundry scheme.
It is,
Alan, like that one.
It is.
Brentford 1, Manchester United 1. Connor, hello, good evening. Hope you're well. I'll need to get you on for one of these soon, mate. I'll need to get you on for one of the soon. Rabio's mum will score one. May just listen to him speak after the game is soul destroying. You can imagine the eyes rolling in the dressing room when he tries to rally the boys up. Yeah. I feel for you, Declan, son. I feel for you.
He couldn't even rally a five-a-side team. And
he's so slow. Did you see the amount of times Danny Welbeck got past him the other day?
And that's Danny Welbeck. No disrespect to Danny Welbeck, but he left Man United, 10 years ago?
Yeah. And
happy days for us. You need to get rid of him. He's an absolute shambles.
They do. They certainly do. We will see the return of the Forest Ground at it's a City Ground, isn't it? It's called the City Ground, I think. So. Nottingham Forest against West Ham. Both these sides on the end of 2-0 defeats last week. But Forest are back at home. First time in 23 years that they are back in the Premier League, and we'll obviously see them at home. West Ham, well, Fabianski is injured. Skamaka looked pretty good when he came on. But I don't know. It's on Sky. Forest will be up for it. I don't think they were that great against Newcastle, to be honest. And I think we've now seen why Nico Williams never made it at Liverpool. Sadly.
Yeah, Trent, though. It was hard to be better than Trent.
Aye.
Yeah. But I'm going to go. I think, and I had Forest to surprise quite a lot of teams. Then I had Forest, Fulham going down and Forest staying up. So what should be the complete reversal? But yeah, I'm going to go Forest, mate. I watched that. For some reason, pretty sure a lot of you watch the City game. Don't know why we do it to ourselves, watching City games, but you hope, fond hope that please never happens. But yeah, I'm gonna go Forest, mate. I think that the way I know it was City who West Ham were playing, and it's always so difficult, but you need to start Schumacher similar with us with Nunes. I think you just give him a run out. You don't spend all that money and not to play him. So yeah, I'm gonna go Forest. I'm gonna go Forest. To go 3-2. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I think it could be goals in this game.
Forest. Yeah, I'm gonna go
3-2 Forest.
Yeah.
Ooh. 3-2 Forest. Very, very interesting. I'm actually going to agree with you. I think Forest will win, but I think there will be goals. I'm going to go 2-1 Forest. I think Forest will win their first game back in the top flight. Big up Connor, mate. You cheating bastard. Go, because you said Damsgaard might be at Brentford, so said 2-0 Brentford. Yeah, Damsgaard is an amazing player. Guys, wait. If you didn't see the Euros, the obviously, the one that obviously Denmark got to the semis, Damsgaard was an absolute amazing player.
Yeah, especially going down that left-hand side, mate. I think they'll probably utilise him in like obviously in the full back areas, because I know obviously Brentford play with 3 at the back, they all like 5, depending on the game.
Yeah, John Muir's gone 2-1 to Nottingham Forest. Jesse Lingard goal maybe against his former club.
Don't get me started on Jesse Lingard. Him in Ramsdale, like I think all of us wish we had the ability of Jesse Lingard, because we'd at least try and imagine having the ability. I know Lingard's not like Pele or anything, but he's making it his job to play football, but he's more bothered about TikTok and move on there because I don't want to rant.
I think it's probably the best thing to to leave that. J-Lings indeed. Daddy Cole 52 is going for 2-0 West Ham. John Comey's going for 3-1 West Ham. Declan says, Forest was shocking. I was convinced after 20 minutes of that game that they are going down. No quality at all. 2-1 West Ham. Hope I'm wrong after Moyes tanked us against City. Nottingham Forest 2, West Ham 1, says Shane. 1-1 draw. The TikTok boy, he's an effing joke. Yes, he certainly is. Stephen Owens is going for 3-0 West Ham. Wow.
I think the new lads as well from Forest that they signed from here. I think they need to start him. I don't think they started him first game week anyway, did they? So I think if they can...
No, they didn't. No.
Front, yeah.
He's a handful. He's a handful, him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree with you. I think Taiwo Awoniyi, I'll say that. I'll say that. Taiwo Awoniyi, I think he does need to start. I think he does need to... he certainly does need to start games. After that game, we have a very big game at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea against Tottenham. Oh, Chelsea. I fell asleep watching that Everton-Chelsea game. I don't know about you, Jack, but that was just dire.
Chelsea, though, mate, they play such probably the worst football in the league. Yes, it's effective. Even when you play Liverpool, it's probably Chelsea probably one of the most effective teams stopping Liverpool play, as we've seen in the finals that we did last year. But yeah, if I was a Chelsea fan, I'd be falling a kip, even if we got a season ticket or something. But like, it's atrocious. The players he's got at his disposal, Tuchel, he doesn't have to play like that. He's got he's got Ziyech, but he's got Ziyech defending his own box. See him at Ajax, he was like bombing on. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Spurs. I think, yeah, set up perfectly. Conte going back to the bridge as well. Spurs have got goals. Kulusevski.
God, what a player, by the way. What a player. He's only 22, Kulusevski.
That's a bargain, mate. I tell you what, I think is he probably is. I think it was a guaranteed buy after 2 seasons loan, wasn't he? With Juve.
I think so, yeah. I think
a cheeky bid in for him next summer.
He's fantastic. He really, really is. And they've got a good team there, Tottenham. Sessegnon, obviously Emerson Royal. I thought both of them were very, very good. Obviously they've got Basuma to come on. They've got Jed Spence. They've got Richarlison as well. He likes to go against Chelsea, actually. Richarlison. That'd be interesting. I actually might shock you with my prediction here. I think Tottenham are going to rip Chelsea apart. Have you seen the combined age of Chelsea's back four? It's 115.
When they're playing Thiago.
115.
Nearly as old as us. It's ridiculous, mate. That's why they need to sign to find them, mate, innit? Like, they bring that age down. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm debating whether Chelsea will score because I'm gonna go big Chelsea. Yeah, Spurs, sorry, mate, but it's whether Chelsea score. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Who's gonna score for them? No, Mason Mount, Sterling. Yeah, I'm gonna go 4-1 Tottenham. Yeah,
4-1
at the bridge. Yeah,
that's not far off my prediction.
I was either going to go 3-1 or 4-1. I'm going to go 4-1.
I'm going to be honest. I've gone 3-0 Tottenham. I think they're going to rip Chelsea apart. I just think Chelsea's play against Everton was so slow. And do you remember people were bigging up Mendy? I tell you what, he's been making so many mistakes recently. Mendy.
Yeah, you press Mendy. He's not a ball-playing goalkeeper. Like, I don't know what the stats are in terms of Mendy, but similar with Ramsdale, we spoke at the top of the show, mate, in chat. Like, both of them, and as we've seen in Champions League last year, Chelsea should have really went through. We should have beat Real, but everyone getting beat by Real as well. But yeah, if you press them, I think it was Everton last week, mate, wasn't it, in chat? Everton had nothing up front. Tottenham have got probably one of the best lines in Europe. So, and even Harry Kane dropping deep in the midfield area as well. So, yeah. And even Perisic come off the bench. I think he brings a lot of experience as well to come off the bench even when you get to the 60th, 70th minute. So, and he's a bench with Richarlison. If he doesn't start, you better get him on. So it's going to be.
I honestly think Conte will do a job over Tuchel, and I just think that the way that Spurs played, I can't see Chelsea being able to keep out Kulusevski. I can't see them keeping out Son. Yeah, for me, I'm going 3-0 Tottenham. I think they'll get ripped apart. They've not got a good record that Stamford Bridge of Tottenham.
Yeah, if chat knows, if someone could put in the chat like what's like Chelsea and Spurs' record at the Bridge, or Spurs' record, as you said, mate, was it Dele Alli last time he scored at the Bridge?
Yeah, and Eriksen scored that fantastic goal the last time that Spurs beat Chelsea. I think we're going back to 2016, 2017, I think, as well.
Yeah.
Was a while back. It was a while back. I think it was when Chelsea had Caballero in goal. So that's definitely going back. Anyway, John's going for 2-0 Tottenham. Bonkers LFC going for 2-0 Tottenham. John Conway's going for Chelsea 2, Spurs 2. Daddy Cole 52 is going for 1-1. Blake's Football Meat is going for 3-2 Spurs. Ricky's going Chelsea 3-1. Chelsea won't score 3, mate. Chelsea will not score 3. 2-1 Spuds is Stephen. Diaz is better in the eye test, but Kulusevski is effective. Kulusevski is fantastic. He really, really is. I've been very impressed with him. And Sweden aren't at the World Cup as well, which is a big disappointment because he would have been very, very good for Sweden.
I was going to say a big shout here, mate, but if Spurs don't get that over the line in the next, I know they've probably agreed to sign him, but as you said, 22 years old, has him for a long-term Salah replacement when Salah retires at Liverpool, hopefully. But when Salah does retire, but Kulusevski will probably be about 26, 27 at that time.
Yeah. So, Dejan Kulusevski, a name to remember for sure. Spurs 3-1 says Alan. I'm a Chelsea fan, Adve Nick, and I am bloody scared for the first time against Tottenham. Yes, I would be as well. I would be very scared. Chelsea 1, Tottenham 2. Can't stand either team. 3-0 Spurs. Wow. So Henry's going for 3-0 to Spurs as well. There is one more game. There's one more game to talk about. And thanks for having us on Monday night, Sky. Liverpool against Crystal Palace. Just dust away that 2-2 draw. Palace, same old problems. Can't score goals. They don't have a recognised striker. They don't have a recognised striker to score goals. And they're relying on Zaha way too much. You saw Jordan Ayew the other night as well. He should have had a handful against Arsenal. So, I mean, Palace, it's good that they're getting sort of Liverpool and Arsenal out of the way as well. But they always give you a game, Palace. They always do give you a game. But I'm actually wondering, was it a good idea for them to go to Australia, knowing, obviously, of the demonetised virus regulations over there?
Yeah. I think all of us watched it. It was a Friday night football, that first game of the season. The ball was getting played across the Crystal Palace box, and you're like, hang on. Eze was miskicking the air, and Zaha, they were like, just shoot one of yours, at least get it on target. And it's a bit surprised with Edwards. I think when he first had his first game, Palace, he scored with like his first 2 touches, didn't he, on the pitch? So I thought he would have. He is your striker, but it's not really. And you've got rid of Benteke to the MLS, so somehow we sold Benteke for 28 million back in the day or something. Back to them.
28 million, yeah.
But yeah, dare I say, I'm going to say it anyway, but watch this backfire. Every time I've went to watch Palace, and I'm going the game on Monday, every time we played Palace, we've never lost over the last 5-6 years being on the game. Every single time I go, and it's always been about 3-0. In the last couple of times at Palace, I'm going to go 3-0 Liverpool. I think we should have enough. The crowd will be up for it, be under the lights as well. And yeah, pretty sure Jurgen Klopp, like us, he would have given them an absolute rollicking after the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it will be a win, but I've gone 2-0. I think what's going to happen is they'll give us a good game, and I just think we'll get 2 quick goals to win. But we'll see. Get your point, but just kind of Spurs 5-0 Liverpool, says John. 3-0 Liverpool, says Daddy Cool 52. 3-0 says John. 3-0 Liverpool, says Bonkers. 2-1 Liverpool, says Stephen. 3-1 Liverpool. 3-0. I hate us playing Monday football and I hate playing Palace. 2-1 Liverpool, hard earned win. Yeah, we're on next Monday as well against Manchester United, which is ridiculous. Nunes has to start. Yes, I would agree. 3-0 Liverpool, Darwin double, and Louis Diaz, says the Cup Council. Pre-season game was good showing for us. Monday's game will be different as we have a midfield issues. I'm thinking Mona and Kate will start 4-0. And Adve Nick has gone for 2-2.
I'm going to go, actually, Doug, I'm going to change. I'm going to go 4-0 Liverpool.
4-0.
Yeah. That's 4-0 Liverpool.
Yeah, 4-0. Yeah. I think it could well be. So let me just get that off the screen there. But yeah, guys, obviously get your predictions in the comment section after the video, and please leave a like as you obviously leave the video as well. And I'll just go obviously clarify what people have gone for. So I have gone for Aston Villa 1, Everton 0. Jack's gone for a 1-1 draw. I've gone Arsenal 2, Leicester 1. Jack's gone for Arsenal 3-0. Brighton, Newcastle, I've gone for a 1-1 draw. You have gone 3-1 Brighton. For Man City, Bournemouth, I've gone 3-0 City. You've gone 6-0. For Southampton, Leeds, you've gone 3-0 Leeds. Very interesting. I've gone 2-1 Leeds. For Wolves, Fulham, I've gone 1-0 Wolves. You've gone 2-0 Fulham. For Brentford, Man United, I've gone for a 2-2 draw. I don't understand why I went for that. And you have gone 2-1 Brentford. For Nottingham Forest, West Ham, I've gone for 2-1 Forest. You've gone 3-2 to Forest. For Chelsea, Tottenham, I've gone 3-0 Spurs. You've gone for 4-1 Spurs. And for Liverpool, Crystal Palace, I've gone 2-0 Liverpool. And you've gone 4-0 Liverpool. So, yeah. Salah will score, though, hopefully. Come on, Jack. You know you want to say 9-0 Liverpool.
Oh, I wish. It wouldn't surprise me if those lads, I swear. The thing is, they're playing at Anfield, aren't they, as well, chat? Like, the atmosphere, I know everyone doesn't really like Mondays, but I love a Monday night game. Especially if the atmosphere will be there. And, yeah, I can't wait, mate.
Yeah,
hoping. We're all hoping upon hope. We know this side's very good, as we've seen over the last couple of years, but there's no way we play as bad as we did against Fulham. No way.
No, definitely not. Connor, laughing emojis, and brilliant show, guys. As always, thank you very much, John Moore. And yeah, we are very, very welcome, Henry, as well. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching this evening. Please get your predictions down in the comments section. We had 17 of you last week who did leave their predictions in the comments. So please go and get your predictions down. I'm thinking of driving down for it, says John. Oh, interesting. Well. We shall see if you get to that anyway. But my big thanks to Jack for coming on. Yeah, tell where people can find you, because another channel changed name.
Yeah, the Anfield Road TV, everyone. Thank you very much for having me on once again, Doug. Really do appreciate it. And hopefully everyone has a lovely rest of your night. I'm just supposed to have my tea very soon, but yeah, I think it's a bit more professional. I've got it on Facebook as well, Anfield Road TV. But yeah, hopefully we'll get it on the channel and a lot more people watching as well and listening. And yeah, it's going to be an exciting season, hopefully for the Reds. And yeah, I'm just happy football's back, mate. I know Liverpool didn't play the best last week, but it's what we've all wanted. Football, and we can all laugh at Man United. Sorry. But,
yeah. No, it's been a pleasure. It was a pleasure to have you. Thank you, guys. Great stream. Big up, lads. It's great as usual. I love the new name, Meet. Yeah, absolutely. And have a nice evening, says Daddy Cool 52. Yes, guys. Well, enjoy the football. Some very, very interesting games this weekend. And as I said, please get your predictions down in the chat. But until then, I'll be back tomorrow at 9 o'clock for a Liverpool Crystal Palace live match preview. I will be joined by Rich from Eagle Eyed Football, Steve from what was No Context Humour, but I can't remember what his Twitter name is now, and also Ali from Pride of South London Fan TV. So I'm really, really looking forward to the Crystal Palace preview as well. So that'll be at 9 o'clock tomorrow as well. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like as you leave the video, and we'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye for now.